Hello again, Patrick Harney here. I wanted to spend a few minutes and talk to you all about events. We have our regionals coming up, and the one I'll be going to is in Charlotte. That's not until June. It's one of the later ones, but this time, instead of having all of the regionals in three or four places in 1 month, we're actually going to hold them separate months. So they'll be in April, May, and June. And I think that's it right now, but April, May, and June. I'll be going to Charlotte in June. But I really want to talk to you quickly about events. You know, there's Power Network events are not like the other events. They're not pitch events. You don't go there with the expectation of every speaker that comes up and talks with you all weekend long is going to sell you their product. Now, a lot of times the Power Network may release a new product and you have an opportunity to get it at a drastically reduced amount of money, but for the most part, you get up and you get total training and you get to connect with people. But you know, that's not always the most important thing about the events. Really, one of the most important thing about the events is connecting with people. You know, I was down at, the last one was Miami, and I'm sitting at on the couch. It's outside in the lounge of the hotel, and the event happened to be held in that hotel too. But I'm sitting outside with my mentor, and he's making maybe $20,000 a month or so. And we're talking with another fellow who's making at least $10,000 a month. I didn't ask him, but I believe he's making at least $10,000 a month. And then over comes another fellow that I'm not going to put anybody on the spot, but one of the top earners. And he starts talking with us a little bit. That man is making $50,000 a month. And with him is another guy who's making over $100,000 a month. And here we are talking about different things. Now, I don't even have to say anything, to be honest with you, but because some of the questions they ask maybe are on a different level because they're making, you know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a month. But it's good for me to listen and hear. But of course, I'm going to ask questions if I have an opportunity to do so, and you get answers. And that's one of the most important things, is to be able to connect with those people, is to be able to be there at the events. Now, when we're inside during the event, it's not, you know, you don't do a lot of that. You listen to the folks that are up on stage. With the big events like the one we had in Denver, there's 6,000 or so people. You don't really get a whole lot of a chance. You'll talk with even just somebody sitting right next to you. They'll have ideas that you don't know about, and you'll have ideas that maybe they don't know about, and you can learn from each other like that. But at the smaller regional events, there's usually only maybe between 1,000, maybe 1,500 people. So you get more of an opportunity to be able to speak with the top leaders. You get more of an opportunity to speak right with Dave, or any one of the Daves. The one in Washington, D.C., I spent 10 minutes or so just talking directly with Dave Sharp, and it was great. You know, you get to learn from these people, besides just get to know them better, because you see them all the time, and you really just want to talk to them on a one-on-one basis. And that's what you do at these events. That's really one of the greatest things you can possibly do. You're walking by and you see another fellow who may be earning $50,000, $60,000 a month or whatever it may be, or $10,000. You just stop them and start talking with them. I had an opportunity to talk with Vic. He's top earner in the company. And believe me, folks, they don't shun you. They're more than welcome. Now, sometimes they have to get to things and they have to cut it off, and you may lose your chance if there happens to be 3 or 4 people ahead of you that maybe want to talk to them. But a lot of times you walk right up to them, and they may not be doing anything. They'll be happy to talk with you. And you get to know these people and get to know their heart and get to know exactly what they're doing to be able to make the money that they're making. That's the most important thing at an event, folks. And that's why I push for everyone to get to events. That's why everybody pushes for you to get to an event. So don't worry about being pitched. It's not that kind of event. It's really with connecting. We even have an after-hours party because most of the time, if you're really focused, you're going there to learn and do your work anyway. It's not a getaway for 3 days where you're going to go have lots of fun. Of course you're going to have fun, don't get me wrong, but you're not going there just to have fun. You're actually going there to learn. You're going there to work, take notes, read, talk with people, do interviews if you can, do videos, do whatever. But it's a perfect opportunity to do that, and that's why we push the events. So we got one coming up. I'm going to be in Charlotte coming up in June. And in order for you to do that, you must be a member. You cannot go without being a member. As you know, a member is 25 bucks a month. If you want to sell our products, $19.95 a month for an affiliate fee. The reason that affiliate fee is to help the company, because the company uses that affiliate fee to be able to pay you and be able to pay for some of the things they do, and you also use that same affiliate fee for you to get paid too out of your own e-wallet account. Okay, so that's what that's for. So basically, then you buy a ticket, and that's it. If you live anywhere on the East Coast, you can drive to Charlotte. You know, I'm down here in Virginia, so I'll be driving to Charlotte. Plus the fact that I get to listen to audios for the 3 or 4 hours or so. I think it's 3 hours or so it's going to take me to get there. I get to listen to audios both ways, and I also get to listen and think about the things that I'm going to do when I get back from the events. You know, so it's a great drive time. It goes so quick. I remember coming back from Atlanta. I was so excited. I could not believe that 7 hours I drove, came back to Atlanta. Before I knew it, I was near home. I just couldn't even believe it. I was so excited from that event. It was just awesome. There's just so many things you learn, and you really build up your excitement, and you come back and you can put all that stuff to work and start making money from home with Empower Network. Okay, so that's, again, be at the event, but one of the first things you must do is be a member. You cannot get in without it, and you cannot get in just by walking off the street. They just don't allow it. So get with me if you want to get down there. If you live somewhere on the East Coast, I'm even happy to drive with some folks. I got a big car, and I'll be even happy to take if some folks are worried about getting there. I'll be happy to ride with you, and we can make some arrangements in one of the hotels down there. So it doesn't even have to be close to the event if I bring my car. It could be further away. But if any of that's a problem, I can certainly try to help some of you all if you're close by. And if not, a lot of times there are other folks who are willing to drive, and they're always looking for somebody in different areas of the country. They're looking for somebody to drive with a lot of times because they feel like they'd rather drive. Some folks don't even like flying. But with that, folks, the most important thing, get to the event. First, you must become a member. Okay, so you can click one of the links on the page here. What I want you to do is to pay attention. I'm going to put a link here to go directly to our next video, which is Dave Wood speaking more about what we're about in case you haven't seen it. So I'd like you to click on that. I think it's 15 or so minutes long, 20 or something like that. They change it, so I apologize. I don't remember exactly how long it is. But listen to that, pay attention to it, and then make up your mind that you are going to make a difference in your life, okay? That you're going to change your circumstances, all right? So I really look forward to working with you, and I really look forward to going to an event with you, and we can talk on the way down, whatever you'd like to do. It doesn't matter. We can talk, listen to audios, or read, or, you know, obviously the ones who are not driving is going to read, and we'll just can have a great time down at the event. So please, either way, if you're not on my team and you're listening to this and you've undecided about going to an event, please get to an event. I can almost promise you, I do promise you, it'll change the way you think about things, and it'll change the way you think about Empower Network. Absolutely promise you. All right? So with that said, click one of the links or the link for the next video, and we will see you soon. All right? Take care, folks. Thanks. Bye.